Hello everyone, I am Shruti Soni from Arts by Shruti, and today I'm going to take over the demo class and we are gonna have lots of fun with some tutorials and some basic introduction to our mediums. So firstly, I wanna thanks our art pool team for giving me this opportunity to give the workshop as an artist. So I'm very excited to teach, show a little update about me is I am a science student. I love to teach art. I love to explore art. I love to do art. I love to experiment with various mediums. So the various mediums of my interest includes watercolors, acrylics, gouache and inks, like much more. And I do mostly sketching on landscape, urban paintings or some portraits or like that. So let's get started with the introduction of the things which you need in watercolor art. So as this is a demo video, I'm going with very basic. So firstly, let me introduce you with the things you need for your watercolor art. So I have taken 2 batches of water, as you can see. First batch of water is to dip our brush and make it wet, and to hold the water we need a batch of water, and 1 batch to clean our brush obviously. And secondly, I need a masking tape. This masking tape is for making sealing the border. And why sealing the border is necessary? Just your art can get a perfect shape. Also, if you wanna frame this art in future, then you can easily get it framed by without involving your piece of work. So next is our palette. Obviously, these are some dried out watercolors. So acrylics, when dried up, they do not work, and when watercolor dried up, watercolor works after wetting it. So I am choosing student grade Camlin watercolor. You can go with artist grade also, but when you increases your level. So firstly, let's get started without wasting our time. So first I'll mask the border areas with masking tape. Okay, so I forgot to tell you about the sheet. As you are beginner, so you must use cartridge sheet. Cartridge sheet is in the budget, and it is in the budget, and also it can hold much water. It has tendency to hold much of water rather than getting too dry, or it's not neither too thin nor too thick, and it's better for practice. So for practice you can use cartridge sheets. And if you go to another level, like if you wanna level up your art, then you can go for 300 GSM papers. For watercolor arts, basically you need 300 GSM papers, but as a beginner, if you want to practice more and more, you can use cartridge sheet because it is in the budget. 300 GSM paper comes little heavier in budget, but if you are practicing, you need cartridge sheet only. So let's get started. Okay, now I'll mask it. Mask the borders. Wait. Oh. So I'll stick my page to the decks also, just so that my paper doesn't get like doesn't go anywhere. You can take a board as well and stick over that, because we need much to take our drawing higher, just to flow the colors. But as we are going today with basic, I am just doing with this. So let's get started. Firstly, I'll do the masking part. You must go for this. Using it in the copy, you can't spoil the another pages. Like in copy, when we do color art, watercolor art, then the water gets spilled over many pages, and it spoils our many pages than one. So I'll recommend to stick sellotape. You can use sellotape as well as a masking tape, normal sellotape. So here my masking is done. Now I'll go with the painting. So firstly, I'll grab my flat brush. This is flat brush of mine. Okay. So we are gonna do with wet on wet technique. So what is wet on wet technique? Firstly, I need to tell you. Wet on wet technique defines by its name itself, that is, we have to paint, or we paint over the wet surface. Wet surface, like I'm gonna do a layer of water, and then above that I'll apply my color. So up to what one color I needed, I'll add water. This one is for cleaning my brush. Now I'll choose cobalt blue hue. Okay. So I will flow my paint over the paper. Make sure that you use your hand in one direction. Like if you are going vertical, then go vertical. If you are going horizontal, then go horizontal. Don't change your direction. Like don't do one time vertical and one time horizontal. So I'm going horizontally. See, you can notice that the above, I am making this a sky, so the above part is much loaded with color and the down part is much lighter, because as we come down to our sky, the sky gets more lighter. So I have done much lighter into the down part, and little darker as compared to down part over the above part. So I'll apply only one layer into clean our brush. I'll keep it into another batch. So the next layer I'm making here a sea beach type. So I'll take for that is Prussian blue, and I'll mix little ultramarine blue to make ultramarine blue. In student grade there is no option of ultramarine blue, so to make ultramarine blue you can go with the mixture of Prussian blue or cobalt blue hue with green viridian hue. So firstly I'll apply Prussian blue. Oh, wet on wet technique is this, but I'll not wet the surface. Okay, because this is too dark. Here is green. Okay, I'll hold the okay, so see, this is much darker shade than cobalt blue hue. Now I'll add water and mix. And it will become ultramarine blue. As it is watercolor, it needs water. See, this I had made ultramarine blue. To making color, we need to give the balance, like ratio is must be maintained to make any different color from two colors. So as you can see, here is Prussian blue and the blending of ultramarine blue. Okay, so the next layer will be of sand. So I will take this yellow arc and split it. I will take another brush that will be flat too, and then mix. See, I am not blending this two layer because this is different thing and this is different thing. This is my sand part and this is my ocean part. This is my sky part. So if you wanna blend, you have to blend it only the one part. Like if this all are sky, then you have to blend the sky. You can see it's looking nice. Like you can get satisfaction using this and seeing this. Practicing can also give you satisfaction. Another, we'll wait for it to get dried up. So this layer is my almost dried, almost not, it's dried. So I'll take white color It's Chinese white or titanium white, and then I'll pour it. Okay, so I have taken white for clouds. I have taken round brush of size 6 and then go with the clouds. The cloud part. You have to dab your brush over the paper for the cloud. Okay, make sure it looks realistic or it doesn't look like a patch. For clouds, you must go with like this much part, few part with like light. Lower part should be get lighter and upper part should be much darker. So cloud doesn't have any shape. Make sure you don't take much color for clouds. Like your brush shouldn't hold much color for the clouds. Think that you are dabbing or cleaning your brush over paper so that your colors comes every out. You can use fan brush as well for this, so I'll use fan brush for rest of the clouds. Showing you. So fan brush is of my size 2. Okay, see, fan brush goes perfect for the cloud. Make sure you illustrate clouds very well. Clouds doesn't have any shape, so no shape can give a perfect shape for cloud, a perfect look for a cloud. You can go with a thicker to thinner plane. So without creating any mess or creating less mess of clouds, okay, so I'm done with clouds, and I think this layer is also there, and this layer is also dried. So again I will take the round brush of size 6. I'll wash perfectly and I will take brown color. I'll pour it into my palette. For the palm tree, so for the palm tree I am taking brown color. Firstly I'll mix it. Moving all this. Okay, So starting with the beach area, I will go towards upper side. Firstly, I'll draw a like small line. So this much big will be my tree, and as you know, the trunk of the tree is from the upper part, it is thinner and it gets more thicker. So without creating a straight line, I'll go with a rough line so that it looks like a tree, because no trees have a very straight line or like something like that. I'll add little black as well to make the tree more darker. See, follow the steps one by one, and then you can make a perfect drawing. For making perfect drawing or perfect piece of work, you need to be patient. You need to be patient and really focus. So if you didn't focus over your work, then it will not come out very good or perfect. Talking about the art block, we all get art blocks. Art blocks or creativity block means basically that we don't have any ideas to create, or we don't feel like creating anything. So many artists, like almost all artists, get art blocks, but don't get feared of it. You'll get out of it very soon. Give yourself some time and then start working over it. Giving the same going with that same flow, I'll draw another tree. Okay, so my branch of the tree is ready. Oh, I'll make a coconut as well here, like big coconut, so that it can give much beachy look. So firstly, I'll grab my pencil. Any pencil. Can't see it. Wait for a minute. Okay, I'll draw a semicircle, a random semicircle. for coconut. As you know, coconut is also not very plain, or and this will be for the shadow of the coconut. So let's get started with our coconut. I'll take flat brush again and go with more brown color. The shade of the brown, this is burnt sienna. So okay, we have to make the different colors of these. So wait, the upper part I forgot to draw. This should be okay. Firstly, I'll go with the like waves or with the white. So I'll take much little brush of size 1 and then draw to make seascape. You have to take a you have to just randomly dab the brush, hold it with white color to give it appearance like a wave. Just dab, make over line to make it look like a wave or a beach. As you can remember that on beaches there are much waves, tides. So you have to dab random dabs so that your sea looks like sea, not straight line. You have to dab it. I randomly dabbed and this looks like okay. Now what I am going with the coconut. So I was going with that water. I have mixed some white just to give it appearance of more brown. So our coconut is ready and we'll dab our brush now down was like more darker shade because it's a shadow part. So I have that. that too will be in semicircle shape. Okay, so this part is ready. We'll go fastly with our tree part and then we are done. No, sorry, we are not done now because we have forgotten the middle part of coconut. So middle part of coconut is this. I'll highlight this so that we can get like, yeah, this is a coconut, this is not a part of wave. See, sides are much darker as compared to the middle part, but you can't see in the camera, I think, because the focus is not like really cool. I'll adjust now. Okay, so here you go. You can see the side part is much darker as compared to the middle part. So it's looking like, yeah, it's part of coconut only, it's not a part of waves or tides. So yeah, and then I'll draw a straw after this white gets, and then we'll move to green. So I'll again choose white color, 1 mm brush, and go with green color. See, I'll draw random strokes and then I'll fill it with the leaves, tiny leaves. Like, yeah, it should look like palm tree. I think I should go with some much bigger. See, painting is all imagination and your creativity. How much better or perfect you imagine and how perfect your creativity is, then you are in a perfect artist group. So here I'll draw some random strokes. The tree is not over yet. Okay, so I think this looks much perfect. And sorry, I have paused in this only, but no worries, we don't need this much more. I'll take a 0 number brush and then create small lines just like in a real palm tree. Okay, for the detailing, we should make sure that your brush doesn't hold much water in detailer set. because while detailing your painting, giving details, your painting gets spoiled when too much water. If you want to give like very thin strokes, then your painting gets spoiled when it have more water, because it will give more thicker or like very odd strokes. So make sure you get. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this demo class, and I hope you all liked the class, and I hope this too, that you will take the subscription and just go with the getting subscription, and will learn much better in future with live sessions, so that I can interact with you and give much more ideas and come through your all the doubts, and for every difficulties I'll be available for you. Okay, if you wanna find me on different platforms, then you can go on Instagram. I am with name Arts by Shruti, and also on Facebook I am by Arts by Shruti, and on YouTube I do my processing videos only. So I am on YouTube with name Blushing Papers, so you can go and check out my various handles. And also I like to thank once again the Art Pool team, who has given me the opportunity to take this class, this demo class, and to get more creative with you. I'll interact with you in the further sessions, like live sessions and all. Until then, stay blushy and stay creative, stay at your home, stay safe. Okay, so here the coronavirus is going on, so stay safe. The safety is must. Don't go outside. This is the best opportunity you can get. You can get more creative in this period of like staying home. You can be creative, and so I'll suggest you to take subscription of this workshop, and let's get connected together so that we can explore more and more. This was just a basic art from my side. So when we will get connected, then we'll learn much more, and we'll get interacted much more. And yeah, so here I am done with my painting only. Okay, one thing is left is the pipes. I'll make a pipe with red color so that it will be visible. Random pipe. Okay, I think this looks perfect. You can see, and now we'll fastly uh, pull out all the masking tapes and I'll show you the final look. So let's get clean up. Oh, see, make sure you unmask your painting by like pull out your masking tape with at any angle so that your paper doesn't comes out, because many masking tapes have much tendency to hold the page, so make sure you doesn't get expelled to it. Okay, so here I am done with my painting. Hope you like the session. Also give a very good feedback, and if you want to learn with me more and in live session we can, if you want to interact with me, then please take subscription. And this is it for our drawing. From the cloud area to our palm trees to our sea to our like land area, the color is not dried up now, but the painting is over. So you can see this, the colors has come out to be very much amazing. So thank you everyone, and hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much, and bye bye. Also give the reviews as well. How did you liked it or not? So you can see